Welcome back to the Hermit's Moon, everybody. My name is Renee, and I'm the creator of this channel. If you're new here, welcome. Please go ahead and do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so that you'll catch all the videos that I post. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank y'all so much for checking back in with me and staying tuned. I really appreciate you. So we're here today to do the daily energy reading. Now this is for all of the zodiac signs. It's going to be very general. And I always tell everybody that if something doesn't resonate, that's okay. This is meant for more than one person. So it would be silly to think that we would all be getting the same message. Just think and know about that message is meant for someone else. So don't worry about it. Okay, what would Spirit like for us to know today? Let's go ahead and get started with our reading. Okay, we are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. All right, I love the beautiful feminine energy of this card, but you know, for the men that are watching, or for people who have a more masculine energy, just remember this is also meant for you. We all have masculine and feminine energy, and it's really important that we stay tuned in to both of those, keep them balanced. But we're talking about the divine feminine right now, and we are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. So when you look at your neighbor, at your partner, at maybe someone that you work with, what do you see in them that is a reflection of what the divine means to you? We all have that spark within us. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind today as you're going out into the world, communicating with people. Just remember, we are all a reflection of the divine. Whoops, sorry guys, that's clumsy shuffling. I'm going to give the cards a really good shuffle, and I'm going to pull 3 cards. And I will explain what each of those cards means in that position. Okay, one more good shuffle. Spirit, what would you like for us to know today as a community? All right. So we have what we need to tend to, what we need to let go of, and what we need to learn. Okay, what we need to tend to. We have the 5 of Wands. This is about conflict. The 5s are always about challenges and conflict, change, realigning yourself. So we have the 5 of Wands here. You see there's 5 people that are kind of in a dispute. They're wrestling around. They're struggling with something. This can also be inner conflict for us. So is there something that you are really struggling with today? This is going to be a day that you can make great strides on whatever that conflict is. It can be an inner struggle. It can be a struggle with someone in your world, in your relationships. But this is going to be a day that you're going to need to tend to that. You're going to need to take care of it. Don't put it on the back burner. It's time to deal with whatever it is that is causing you trouble, whether that's within yourself or within in the world around you. Okay, what we need to let go of, we have the Fool. This is you throwing caution to the wind, and it can be about this conflict that you're dealing with. Remember, this is what we're releasing, and this is an energy about maybe not having a care in the world. No, and the cards are telling us today that it's time to really stay focused. It's time to tend to whatever matters are giving us conflict, strife, stress, and worry. While we're doing that, though, let's remember we're all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. So when you are feeling that tension and that struggle that you're feeling with this 5 of Wands energy, don't just brush it off like the Fool would do. You need to look at that person, look at that situation that you're having conflict with, and see the divine in that. That's going to help you get the resolution that you need. Now, what we need to learn, we have the 10 of Swords. I call this the rock bottom card, and because when it shows up, this is the end of a cycle. It's something that we have been struggling with, just like with that 5 of Wands, and we're about to turn the corner. Now we are ready to release it, let it go, and start a fresh chapter. So whatever it is that you're feeling really distraught over, whatever the struggle is, just know you're reaching the end of the cycle, guys. You need to learn the lesson in it and then take that lesson with you as you go forward, because it's going to make you a wiser person. Okay, let's get some clarity cards here for all of these cards. We're going to pull 3 of these. Now I'm not looking, I'm just reaching in and pulling 3 random cards. And we have Rooster. We have Wedge. And we have Unicorn. Okay, what we need to tend to, this 5 of Wands, this conflict, whatever it is, we pulled Rooster. An arrogant, boastful person you should not cross. Okay, guys, there might be a rooster in your path today. There could be somebody that's going to be causing you this conflict, these challenges, and maybe wanting to fight with you a little bit on something. Remember, you are going to be looking at them with eyes of love, eyes of the divine, and you're also going to be on top of your game enough to know I'm going to pick and choose my battles, and whatever this person is trying to throw at you, really weigh your options and determine whether you really want to take that on. Because this is saying, this card here is saying absolutely don't. So for some of you, you will know in your spirit if you're supposed to challenge this person or just let them go on their way, let them make the fool of themselves, because it's not going to serve a lot of you well to really take that challenge on. Now we also have Wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. This might be the conflict that you're dealing with. Someone, if you're really feeling in your spirit that there's somebody out there throwing daggers at you, putting a wedge in between you and whatever it is that you're desiring, whether it's a person, a goal, maybe something to do with a work project, this is confirmation for you that, yeah, your intuition is spot on. There is somebody out there trying to put a wedge in between you and whatever it is you're setting out to accomplish. So how are you going to deal with them, guys? Remember, you're going to be looking at them like you're looking at the divine and recognizing that, you know, when we have conflict with someone, a lot of times what we see in them that we cannot stand or what's really, really irking us is an aspect of ourselves. And that's why it bothers us so much. So if that will help you look at them with the eyes of the divine, maybe seeing that, yeah, I hate that so-and-so has this, let's just say, this jealousy thing. Well, maybe there's an internal jealousy that you're dealing with, and that's why it's coming up for you. So think about that as you're going through your day. But we also have Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. I really like this card with our 5 of Wands because it's telling you you can get over all of this struggle, the fight, the arguing, the conflict. You got to listen to your intuition, though. So if any of these other cards pertain to you, if any of this is resonating or making sense, that is spirit telling you, yes, your intuition is spot on and it's time to pay attention. Okay, so remember that going out throughout your day. Now, what we need to let go of, we have the Fool card. Let's see what our clarifying cards are telling us about that. We have Ram. We have Chair Filled. And we have Vulture. Okay, this is what we're letting go of. And we already said that this Fool card, we're going to let go of that carefree spirit. We're going to get serious about some things. We're going to really pay attention to what needs to be released and why. So we have Ram, a stubborn, aggressive person. My friend, can this be you? Are you the one really hanging on to something that you need to be releasing? You know, the cards are telling you today that this is Ram energy. It's time to let go of that. It's not serving you. Maybe you are being holding a little bit too tightly to something that you know good and well needs to be released in your life. It's time to get serious and do that, okay? This is your wake-up call. We have Chair Filled. Someone new is entering your life. Now, I always say when people come into our lives, it's either a blessing or a lesson. And today, you know, we're talking about things that we need to release. Maybe there is a certain person in your life that you need to let go of so that you can make way for this new energy to come in, for this new person. Does that pertain to you? Remember, you're going to be more cautious. You're going to be a little bit more discerning because we're releasing this energy. We're being on top of our game, looking at what needs to be released. We're not being foolish about it. We're being wise. So pay attention to the people around you. Pay attention to see who needs to be released. And remember that even if this is a hard thing to let go of, a hard person to walk away from, just know that there's going to be someone better coming in. Okay? And we have vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Definitely this Five of Wands energy coming forward into these cards as well, guys. You need to let go of whatever it is that is causing you all of this stress and anxiety and worry. Remember, God is telling you, I have something better if you will just release what it is that you're hanging on to. Don't just keep clinging to it when you know good and well it's not for you. All right? Think about that. Think about that and see if that's you. Okay, what we need to learn. Remember, we have that Ten of Swords card. We're turning the page. We're moving into a new cycle. Let's get some clarifiers about that. Okay, we have a timing card, November. We have Cracked Cup. Whoops. And we have, another timing card, January. Interesting, guys. All right, we've got two timing cards. And whenever these show up, I always ask you to first pay attention to, was there a significant event in January for you? Or last November for you that's really caused you a lot of stress, a lot of grief and worry, that Five of Wands energy that you've been struggling with, the inner turmoil. Is that something that you need to be releasing and working on? Or could this possibly be an event that's coming up for you in November or maybe next January, a year ahead? This is the card of what we need to learn. We need to learn how to deal with letting people go, with saying goodbye, with turning that page. And remember, this is our rock bottom card. This is something that maybe has really been a struggle for you. You need to learn the lessons so that you can go forward with it. All right, very interesting. But January or November is a significant time frame for some of you. It's going to be an important indicator. Like I said, this is a general reading, guys. If that doesn't make sense to you, don't worry about it. It was meant for someone else. But if that does apply to you, go ahead and give me a comment. I'd like to know what that resonated or what that meant to you. Okay, we also have Cracked Cup, dissatisfaction with life. Maybe that's what all of this swords energy is for you guys. You've been feeling dissatisfied. Maybe you've been hanging on to a situation that's causing you a lot of inner turmoil, and you're ready to turn the page yourself. The Cracked Cup is telling you, if you really want to get over that dissatisfaction, you got to release what it is that you're hanging on to. Learn the lesson and walk away from it. Walk away from the inner struggle. Be wise enough, don't be foolish, to hang on to something that no longer serves you because it's holding you back and it might be causing you a lot of grief and anxiety. All right, guys, if you stuck it through to the end of the video, thank you so much. Remember, give this video a thumbs up. That will help my channel. Also, subscribe, like, comment. I'd love to hear back from my viewers and see how this reading, what it meant for you throughout your day. But I want you guys to go forward, be blessed, have a wonderful day. I'm wishing y'all joy, love, health, and wealth. Bye-bye, guys. Love you. Mwah.